Oh boy. No, I was still getting set up. I was sending the link to the Discord and loading the game up. So no, you were not supposed to see the game or hear me yet. Hello, Landon. You you don't always get to tune into these streams. How are the girls? Are they faring okay today? I remember you saying you had to unfortunately probably cancel because of that with your stream. But we are playing some more Final Fantasy VII. We just took a visit to Coral. The game is kind of loud. Oh, you know what? Meant for it to be a little bit. I'm not trying to make it too quiet because I'm too used to like the game being way too quiet. Maybe I can increase my volume just a little bit. I don't like the game being super quiet either. I've noticed a lot of my streams I'm like way too loud compared to the game when the game audio and myself are going at the same time. Like, yeah, I'm not trying to drown my voice out during the game, but like I also don't like when the game is like really soft. I noticed that when watching my streams. It was just blaring over me. I don't understand the volume balance with the OBS, I swear. I had it at minus 20 decibels and it was way too loud, and now I remember if I put it like a little like too low, like negative 28 or something, like all of a sudden it's just like you can't even hear the game audio. I don't know. Like such a small range. I don't remember. I think I finished everything up that I wanted to do in Coral. I'm gonna go back. We'll probably get Al in the chat a little bit later. Around this time of day is when he's like usually going out to get food, stuff like that. Oh no, he's right here. Okay, hello Al. We got two people. Lenia still has a rash, so yeah. No streams today for Landon. RIP. Does that mean you're not going to be able to finish Dragon Quest V this week? Are you going to have to wait till next week? I guess we'll find out tomorrow. Maybe. I don't remember if the Joker enemies have anything worth stealing or not. Final dungeon is kind of long. Oof. I'm gonna turn off encounters real quick. Because I'm trying to remember if there is something we can make use of in this area or no. Chocobo tracks, but that's not really what I'm looking for. Okay, yeah, unfortunately the thing that I was looking for is not here. We have, hold on, I'm just gonna adjust my microphone just a little bit. Unfortunately, I was looking to see if we had some woods, like forest area. We do not. Gotta do the post-game boss fight. Unfortunately, this place has definitely seen better days. You could always just do an extra stream the following week. Not an extra stream, but like you could still do DQ. Probably not. I mean, if it's about like the next game you're gonna stream, it can always get pushed back a week. No biggie. Oh, no, I didn't mean extra stream as in like one additional stream for the week. I mean do another DQ stream in order to do the post game bot. God, my words. This is what Coral used to look like before shit hit the fan. It was an actual town. That guy's running away from a dog in the background. Oh yeah, this is everybody trying to gather together for a meeting in the town to like decide what they're gonna do. They don't want to give away their coal mines, but the coal isn't really being used for fuel anymore. So they're like trying to talk to this one guy who's opposed in order to get in order to like give Shinra land nearby where the coal mines were in order to use Mako by getting a reactor set up. But Dine, not liking the idea, was opposed to it, and Shinra decided they were just gonna come in and take everything anyway. So that sucks. Shinra really is just the worst. I didn't really make a mention of it, but Scarlet, who's one of the higher ranking people up at Shinra, she was actually there giving them that ultimatum as well. She made one little comment and just kind of stared them down. Yeah, I don't know, God. There's actually, like, big conglomerate, like, corporations that would be accurate to, like, explain what Shinra's like. But honestly, I'm not sure if, like, a tech company from, like, the US is actually, like, the most accurate. I remember there was a content creator that I followed, and, like, he made a really good comparison of Shinra to Mitsubishi, actually, of all things. Because, like, Mitsubishi owns, like, uh, like, basically, like, the kind of shit that, like, Shinra is in control of. Like, you don't see Mitsubishi around, like, here with that kind of power. It's mostly, like, relegated to Japan. But, like, they have a banking system, they have an energy supply system, they have their cars, obviously. Like, that's the sort of shit that, like, Shinra's doing. Like, they got their finger in every pie. And that's basically what Mitsubishi was like. I don't know if they're still like that. Anyway, here's the gold saucer. Forget all of that really, like, you know, depressing and, like, grab apocalyptic shit. Here's mini games. One thing that visually turns me off a little bit about these re-releases of Final Fantasy VII is, oh, that's right, you can't save at the Gold Saucer without spending GP. Oh no, we don't have GP. We just got here. Hey, Ivysaur EG. This is definitely a song that I've, like, been completely unable to get out of my head sometimes. It's so iconic. And you have to spend a lot of time here, too, if you want to do, like, all the cool stuff that this place has to offer. Because this place has some rewards here that you literally cannot get anywhere else. This is how you get Cloud's Limit Break. You get a bunch of cool scenes. Cloud's, like, final Limit Break, his level 4 Limit Break. There's a bunch of iconic scenes. There's, like, other rewards you can get. There's, like, an accessory or armor. I think it's an accessory. That's like the champion belt. That's really interesting that you can try to get. You got Chocobo racing as well. So much to do. You can't blame Barrett for being in a bad mood showing up here, though. Like, he just had to visit his, like, completely destroyed town that everybody blames him for, and then he has the biggest mood whiplash having to come to the Gold Saucer, where everybody forgets about the bullshit that Shinra does. Goes over to the Wonder Square. We're about to find out soon, who I ended up, getting for the date, too. Because I made a few wrong choices with the dialogue options earlier in the game, and I don't know if it's going to affect me in a way where I don't get the character that I want. I also forgot to get Yuffie way back. Al knows about it because he was here yesterday. But, like, I lost my best chance to get Yuffie, like, at the earliest possible point. So she is a character that can show up here. Of course Shinra's here. Shinra's always here. We can go up to Chocobo Racing. We're not gonna go there yet, though. Oh boy, we got an upcoming party member appearing. The fortune teller. So, as I've been doing on this playthrough, I like to keep the default names in the Final Fantasy games where characters actually have specific names, and then I'll give them names if like they don't have specific names. This guy's name is very weird because it's spelt one way. It's supposed to be pronounced another. It's pronounced as Ket-Shi because it's based on the Ket-Shi. However, I have always pronounced it Kate Sith, and that was actually what an official pronunciation for his name ended up being at one point. I don't know if Rebirth changed this because I did not play Rebirth yet. I've only played Remake, so I don't know if it's supposed to be pronounced Ketchi or Kate Sith in Rebirth. I will try to pronounce it one way, but I'm probably going to flip-flop. So I'm just going to apologize ahead of time. I will probably default to Kate Sith because that's what I pronounced it as way back in the day. But if it is Ketchi, I apologize. You can find missing anything. We're gonna get directions for Sephiroth. The way that he dances and like hands cloud like a fortune thing, I feel like it reminds me of like, you guys know those like little paper diamond things that you could like make in school that have like a bunch of stuff written on them, and like you'd like do like little gestures to like get like certain outcomes and shit. Like that's what that reminds me of. I haven't made one of those in forever. I haven't seen one of those in forever. But that's what it reminds me of. Be careful of forgetfulness. Your lucky color is blue? Forget it. He's doing it again. One more time. What the? What does it say? What you pursue will be yours, but you will lose something dear. That's ominous. I don't know if that's good or bad. That's the first time I ever got something like this. And then he just forces himself into the party. Well, hello. He starts with some pretty good equipment, honestly. I'm gonna steal his armlet, though. That is literally better than what we have here. You can have a mithril armlet. Actually, do you have any materia? He does start with a couple, that's right. He starts with manipulate and transform. Which, manipulate is new. We already have a transform materia. He already starts with 7,000 AP on this thing? That I did not know. I did not realize that. Manipulate is interesting because it is really useful for getting like a handful of enemy skills. So we might be making use of that. I guess I can give him the Protect Vest. He also ends up with a lot of HP. Like, even if I were to take away, or even if I were to give him an extra couple of, like... materia that, like, actually took away from stats, you would have some pretty good HP. You can only get them from the Wonder Square games or at the Chocobo races. And we're here at the Wonder Square. Alright, we gotta do it. We gotta hang around here for a bit. Is there story progress we can make? Yes. However, we gotta play stuff. Wonder Catcher. This is also a pretty good way to, like, waste extra gil. Because later on, you'll end up getting, like, a crap ton of money and, like, nothing to use it on. So you can just blow it all at the gold saucer. Alright, let's see if we, how bad we do. Oh, holy crap, we won. Okay, cool. We got 1 GP. Let's try the regular wrestler. Oh, that dude was frickin' strong as hell. I stood no chance. Alright, Ball's life. That was really bad. Hold down A to gain strength. Okay, maybe I should have read that part. That was way too strong. Okay. You know what? Let's try one more time. Yeah, we did it. And then we did not do it. Oh, we got 1 GP out of that, too. But there's more. Up here, we got all sorts of cool fucking mini-games. This guy's hogging the snowboarding game, unfortunately. And there is a snowboarding mini-game. We don't unlock it yet. Unfortunately, we have to wait until we've actually done it in the game in order to do it here. And then this guy, he's blocking this mini-game, which is also something that we can unlock later in the game. "3D Battler." Oh yeah, this one is interesting. It's basically rock, paper, scissors. The final challenge of this minigame is actually unwinnable, from what I've gathered. The fourth one, because I think there's like 5, is like really, really hard, but you can beat it. So let's see how much we do. Ow. Damn, you gotta hit these guys a lot. Alright, we got 1 down. I'm probably gonna lose to the second guy because I'm really bad at these. Guy, I think that little tank top you're wearing is way too small for you. Ow. Oof. Hey, we got past the second guy. Nice. Ow. Oof. Oof. I think I'm gonna lose this one. Oh my god, we got past the third guy! No way! I've never actually gotten to this guy before. Dude, he's kicking my ass. Oh, that's fine. We got to the last guy that you can feasibly beat. We just lost to him. Because the next guy, I'm pretty sure, is like an invisible man and you can't beat him. I can't remember, like... I remember the fact that he is unbeatable, but if I haven't watched like a Let's Play that like did that challenge. I think the last guy is literally just an invisible man. But, yeah, no, that was... We got to the 4th guy. That's actually really cool. Because I'm pretty sure that there's only 5 guys. Let's take a fortune telling. Use caution in relationships. Okay. Let's do this. Mog House, 1 game. There's a cool little fun story time that you can do with Mog. This year, Mog is... What the fuck? That's 28 in human years. Okay. Peepa Pupo years old. Okay. He's at that age when he should be looking for a mate. 28 years old looking for a mate? I feel that. I mean, I'm 34 and I have one now, but like when I was 28, actually, I mean, I was in the middle of a relationship at 28, but like, it's like mid-20s. That's the age bracket now. You don't gotta do it back when you're 18, 19 anymore. Mid-20s. Give yourself a good half a decade before you get serious about it. What are you doing? Oh, he's just trying to fly. He was just like vibrating for a second and then I didn't see the wings going. Oh yeah, that's right. We gotta help feed him. I don't remember how many we're supposed to give him. I'm gonna pause that because I don't remember. Alright, let me read this. Mog House. Mog House is 100 gil to play. Very simple. In the game, just feed him nuts and listen for the sound. When it changes, he's had enough. 5 in the first round, 3 in the second will win. After the game, you can talk to the guy watching to win 30 GP. You can only get it once, but you can still replay the game if you want. Okay. That sounds good to me. I gave him 2, right? Let's give him 3. Four. And 5. Cool. All right. Now we just wait for him to do his thing. There we go. Let me just speed that up just to a little bit. Hooray! He's flying around. I like how his house just says his name with a big sign over it. Mog! It's a female Mog. I'm sure that that's just being done, literature-wise as a children's storybook thing. It seems like he likes her. Because it's a Moogle. But if you're, telling it to, a kid, where it looks like this is supposed to be, attracting children, it would make sense to be oh, it's a female Mog. Alright, we only have to give him 3 more nuts. 2. And then we'll just speed this up. They give you a lot of time to feed him those nuts. He's doing it! Hell yeah, we helped Mog get a mate. She must have fallen for his graceful fly. What kind of... What? I don't know if I would call that graceful. Sometime later. Looks like things are going well with his new Mog friend. Time for a quiet date in the forest. Her name is Mag. She is a good-natured Mog. You have lots of healthy Mogs. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh my god. Jesus, that's so many. Was that 13, 14? That's so many. Finn. Alright, and there's one more mini game we can do. D-Bike. It is literally the bike mini game from back at the Midgar escape sequence. But now, you can compete for score. So we might as well play this at least one extra time. Dude, they are ganging up on him. I have no idea if my score is good or not. I guess we'll find out. This is such a long, single, straight road. Like, this would be really good, not as, like, transportation, but purely for a track in Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds. Like, that's a really long road. I think that if they were on a dual runner, like, that would be sick. Imagine fucking Yusei Fudo going through Midgar on this, through this giant roadway, dueling like Jack Atlas or somebody. Or he honestly could just be dueling like, any number of people. It helps that like Domino City, or Neo Domino's, or not Neo Domino City, but the Satellite, that place, like has like a rugged, like run down kind of feel, the same way that Midgar does. So like they kind of work together. I'm not gonna lie. All right, we've done all the mini games here. How many GP do we have now? 75 GP. There's a... Oh, that's right. We can get the gold ticket for 300, which will allow us to I think that gives us the... Is that the lifetime pass? I don't remember what the gold ticket does. I know that it, like, is something for, like, here. We also don't have 500, and I don't remember what you need, what you get for 500, because of it being a surprise. But we'll hold on to it. Go to the event square. Why not? Pretty sure that one of our party members is here. Oh, wait, no. We can do a play, and I think Tifa gets involved in it. VII is the FF7 of Yu-Gi-Oh! Hell yeah. Oh, you know what? I don't think the event happens right now. I think it happens at a different point. Alright, let me just speed this up just a little bit. Just for a moment, so we can get the hell out of here. Bead Square. So you are having fun. Well, good for you, boy. Stop calling me boy. Oh, that's right. This is the owner of the gold saucer, and he's so fucking weird. What FF is the GX of Yu-Gi-Oh? Ooh, that's a good question. Definitely 8, actually. And I'm not saying that as an insult to either thing, but they center on an academy or a school of sorts, because FF8 also has that. And then there's a bunch of weird fucking dimensional timeline bullshit that happens that both like heroes of teams of like each thing get involved in. So yeah, no, I would definitely say that 8 is definitely like the GX of Yu-Gi-Oh! I only had to think about it for like more than a few seconds. I was like, wait, no, that's actually a really good comparison. A tattoo on his hand said 1. That is our hint that the Sephiroth that we've been chasing down is not real. It is a fake Sephiroth. But they don't know that. You guys know that now. I know that. But the cast does not know that. You guys want to play a rail shooter? While your ride's going zoom and you're going bang bang and things are going pew pew and you destroy them with a big boom. Pretty simple, isn't it? Oh, to shoot, hit B. The bar on the left side of the screen is your power meter. When it's full, it'll go broom, and when it's empty, it'll only go broom and putter out. So be careful. If you make it to the top 3, you'll get on the Wall of Fame. It costs 10 GP to try it. But you know what? Time for a rail shooter. Come on, stuff. We gotta shoot like balloons and shit, if I remember correctly. Damn. I'm doing bad. Oh, there's all sorts of shit you can shoot. I forgot. Come on. We got these little ships. We got the cactuses. The cacti, if you will. The course zooms around so much, though. So, like, the sharp turns make it really hard. I also don't remember where stuff pops in, which is, like, part of the biggest things with shoot-em-ups is, like, you gotta know where everything's coming from. Just like in Trails. What was that a reply to? I just saw that comment. I remember the score that you need is like really fucking high. Okay, there's the balloon segment I was thinking of. Damn it. I've been shooting too much. God damn it, I cannot get anything. There we go, there's one. This is actually a lot longer than I thought. Like, they put a lot of effort into this. And you literally only do this here. Crossbell has an amusement park that has a roller coaster rail shooter minigame. Oh, that's cool. Which game is that? I forget which. Oh, Azure. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. That is pretty freaking cool. Minigames are pretty fun. I'm not usually like the biggest fan of having minigames in like my RPGs just because I feel like there's already enough to play. But if there's funny minigames, I'm fucking down. Like my favorite game of all time, there's like 3 fucking sub-games in that thing. Oh, I need 3,000 points. Okay. We'll try and come back after. I just wanted to show it off real quick. Go to the Spooky Mansion. Thank you for coming to the Ghost Hotel. For reservations, please step up to the counter. This is our most popular employee, Mr. Hangman. Welcome! If only Jack was here. This is also why I did the Wonder Square first, so that I could get some GP in order to like do all this other cool stuff. Because if we don't have the GP, we can't take part in some of this stuff. Damn, Mr. Hangman also is over here, too. They just sell, like, ordinary shit. Nothing all that crazy. Okay. There is a scene that happens in here, but we'll do that another time. We did Wonder Square. We were at the Event Square. That's just the place where they do the stage plays. We did Speed Square. We didn't do Round Square, huh? Go there. Oh yeah, this is when we this is where the date part comes in. I think we'll wait then. Because it literally is just there as like a scenic thing. Go to the battle square. And he's down. Did Sephiroth do this? They're all shy. Sephiroth would never use a gun. Oh yeah, this is where everybody thinks that it was Barrett. And one of my cats is tweaking out. Easy. 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 Okay, I think I got her to calm down. She was like skidding all over the goddamn place. I might have wanted to do that other segment. Whoop. Oh well. So yeah, they think that it was us because we were with Barrett, and Barrett has a gun on his arm. So now we're in Coral Prison. There's Barrett. Gonna go ahead and go down this. Oh, that's right. There are enemies here. Okay, so we get a Phoenix down if we steal from these guys. Good to know. Weird enemy. I believe there's something interesting down here to get. Oh, yeah, that's right. They don't have anything in here yet. I think that gets filled up later. Damn it. They stole the metal staff! Oh, fuck you, dude. I mean, not like it's... the best weapon that we have for Aerith, but like, don't go stealing my equipment. That does so much damage. I guess that makes sense, though. At least we got it back. 'Cause they can take off with it. If they run away in time. I did not mean to do that. That's okay. I meant to do exchange. Let's do... We'll give them both of those summons. Got the transform materia. Manipulate. And you know what? Honestly, let's do long range. That way there we can put him in the back, so he has like he's even tankier. This guy's following us, and I don't like that. Ow! Feed source? Oh, fuck you. Don't take my sources. I need those. There we go. Alright, I'm just gonna use the speed source now because apparently these guys want to take all of my cool shit. And I can't afford to lose stuff like that. We'll do speed source on Tifa. Mind source on Kate Sith, Ketchi. We'll do guard source on Cloud. We'll give one power source to Kate Sith, the other to Tifa. This house here is... Oh yeah, that's right, a scene happens here first. This is actually the house that they did all of the negotiations in, like the meeting. Because Coral Prison is actually where Coral used to be. That's now that I remember. Where they set Coral up, that is, like, that already looks worse for wear, but they had to move there. Like, they pitched all their tents there because, like, they had to move from here. Like, this prison is what Coral, the town of Coral once was. I kind of did not make it sound like that was the case back when I was explaining the cutscene with Coral, but that is the case. Damn, back in the day when Barrett wore clothes, he has a t-shirt on. It's actually more like a wife beater. He's got like a tank top. And this is when they burned down Coral. No shoes. Also, if you notice, Barrett once did have both of his arms. And him and Dyne were two of the only people that, like, survived. Because there it is. There was a bunch of people that died from this. Some of them were forced out. He wasn't born with a gun hand. Sadly, he was not. That would have been awesome if he did. In fact, they're actually about to show the moment where this happens. And of course, Scarlet's the one that wanted this to happen in the first place. Bitch. Yeah, they shot their arms, and because they shot both of their arms, Barrett and spoilers, Dine, both lost their arm. Yeah, he did somehow survive. So, gee, I wonder if we're gonna meet him. So we have to form a party. Whoever is the third, if we pick Tifa or Aerith or Yuffie, if we had Yuffie, they'll get like extra points towards the date with them that's going to be coming up at some point. So of course, gotta go with Tifa. And then you can change freely if you want. I am going to take... I'm going to give Barrett Restore. Just because later on there's going to be a fight where Barrett's by himself, and I would like for him to be able to heal himself. We're going to do Chocobo racing soon, by the way. This little truck thing here. Yeah, up. You don't seem to understand how things work down here. This is the Gold Saucer's garbage dump. That makes all of you scrubs. The only way to get back up there is to win the Chocobo race, but it's not as easy as you rookies think. Of course, if you got the boss's permission, it'd be a different story, but you'll never get that. We'll see about that. Oh, that's right. I forgot you can go in there. This house down here, I believe... This is a pub. It's also a little shop as well. But they don't sell anything good, so... Unfortunate. Alright. So, let's save here. And we will be heading into the desert. Might as well get a free Phoenix down while we can. Damn, that did so much. Those self-destructs, like, they do a lot. I feel like it does a set amount, though. It seems to bring them down to, like, a very specific amount. I don't know. Ow. Oh, I didn't give him an all materia for that. Fuck. I forgot about that. I need to do that. Damn, he's so dead. There we go. He had 10 HP left. Yeah, I definitely need to put the Cure All combination back together. I'm gonna give Barrett one of the other enemy skills as well, because we're coming up on a good enemy skill we can get soon, so I would like to learn that before we leave here. Alright, so if we want to make progress, all we have to do is go to the right. On this screen, we can run into a certain enemy. Right? There we go. I don't know if the enemy is going to be in this party or not. It is! Okay, let's go! We're going to kill a bull motor first. But these guys actually have an enemy skill, the Death Claws, have which are returning from Final Fantasy V, by the way. They have an enemy skill. Here we go, laser. So Cloud got it. Now all we have to do is try to get Barrett to get hit by it as well. Because he's got the other one. Well, Barrett didn't get it. Maybe we'll run into another guy that can do it. Clouds ended up getting it, though, and that's the one I wanted. Because he already has some. Alright, it's... there's a suggestion in the guide saying that the seal materia might be good for Barrett in this upcoming fight. So, I'll say fuck it, and I'll go with that. Are you guys ready for a 1v1 boss fight? Because I am. It's Dine. Oh yeah, he's limping. He never fully recovered from that fall, by the way. Also, he hates everyone. Tax act while the girls are sleeping. Oh, are you filing your taxes? Yeah, this is a big moment because Barrett is trying to basically talk his old friend down and not going well. He's gone mad. And as it turns out, Marlene is Dine's child, and that's why Barrett takes care of her. Also, he's talking about Eleanor. Eleanor is dead, by the way. He has gone basically like psychopathic, and he thinks that like Eleanor speaks to him from beyond the grave. It's very weird. Here we go. We're gonna beat up Dine. He only has 1200 HP, so not a whole lot. I'm gonna use sense though real quick, just so that we can keep good track of his HP. Apparently this could work on him. I don't know if it'll be effective or not. Cool. Well, while he's sleeping, I'll just go ahead and cast Cure. Get a free heal. Apparently he's vulnerable to poison. Why not? Let's give it a shot. Let's see if Bio will poison him. Hell yeah, brother. Let's go. Alright, I'm gonna have to pop a heal again. Oh no, we got him. Okay, cool. Got a new limit break. Grenade bomb. Here we go. Dine has seriously lost it. He is giving up on everything. Yeah, this is a pretty heavy moment. Dine doesn't know that Barrett did a lot of fucking, like, eco-terrorist acts since everything went down, so Dine doesn't know that Barrett is really not as innocent as Dine is either. Like, they're both fucked. Barrett is that guy. He'll go up and he'll be like, "Get that name out of your mouth." He's not afraid to just throw people around and be like, "Listen, fuck you." This guy, he's being a little bit of a jerk, so he kind of deserves it. So of course, Cloud is the leader of the group, as was proclaimed. Yeah. He's got to go do chocobo races. Sure. Press the minus button to choose either auto or manual. This lets you control the chocobo yourself or let it run its own, but it's pretty hard to make the chocobo run the way you want it to. If the chocobo doesn't like you, it won't listen. Then you're stuck. But most of the chocobos I have are mellow and you should be able to handle them. When you're riding, press Y to speed up and A to slow down. But if you go faster than the chocobo can handle, it'll quickly lose its stamina. Use the directional buttons to move the chocobo left and right, and B to get a boost of speed. This makes your stamina run out faster. Some chocobos are bad-tempered and can't pace themselves. They'll lose their stamina quickly. Those chocobos should be set to manual to slow them down. Finally, some advice for the restless. Once the first and second chocobo cross the goal line, press start to end the race. You guys ready to do chocobo races? Let's go. This is Joe, one of the top chocobo jockeys. Oh boy. Got the iconic chocobo music. Oh, there it is. I was like, we can't leave this room without grabbing this. This is missable. If you don't grab it, you can't get it later. That is the Ramu materia. So we got ourselves another summon materia. It does. Honestly, there's quite a few materia in this game that are easily missed. Like I said on my main file that I have, I missed one of the summon materia. Trying to get ahead of the pack. These guys are like on my ass. I don't remember how to do this. Oh yeah, that's right. Joe, even though he like makes a mention of like talking to Cloud about like the races, he is really, really good. And thankfully he does not appear in this race. So we don't have to deal with him. Alright, so apparently some of these Chocobo are really bad at listening to manual input. Now, let me read this one more time. Y to speed up. Okay. A to slow down. And then B is to use up. Okay. Okay, let's go. This Chocobo knows how to get with the program. Also, this fucking incredibly Technicolor, like, area that's just there. Like, the track for this place is just weird as fuck. It's so weird looking. It's really cool, though. And there's also another, Oh god, we're gonna lose. Oh god, we're gonna lose. Please get through. Oh, thank god. We're gonna be raising our own Chocobo for this. I'm not doing fucking rental shit. We will be coming back to this, by the way. Boy, if you're reading this letter, then you must have won. I know you earned it. I heard about dying from Esther. Now that you won, I'm granting you and your friends a full pardon and setting you all free. By an apology, I have a little gift for you to use on your journey. Sorry I couldn't be there to tell you this in person. I'm a very busy man. Sincerely, Dio. Turns out, Dio's actually kind of a cool guy. He just really, really was suspicious considering all of his people died in that vicinity from someone that could have been one of our guys. Can't blame him, right? I mean, if I was Dio, I would have been a little fucking defensive and suspicious too. P.S. I recently met Sephiroth. I bet he's pretty popular with boys your age. Why don't you get his autograph? He was heading towards Gongaga, south of the river. Sephiroth? Um... Alright, we have the buggy. It can cross shallow rivers and deserts. You can even enter Costa del Sol and Junin by buggy by hitching a ride on the cargo ship. Which means that we can actually go back to Junon if we want to, which is a really good idea if we want to get that enemy skill materia. Or not enemy skill materia, an enemy skill from a certain boss fight. And I think that's what we're going to do now. So we're going to head on back towards Calm. And we're going to try and take on the Midgar Zolom. Because we should be grinded up enough where it won't be too bad. Sure. gonna speed that up. Okay, it's 2 o'clock. Been streaming for a little under an hour and a half. There is a chance I might start the Yuffie side quest before the end of the stream. Just gonna run down this way. I think that guy will sell me stuff now. Yeah, now that we're not dressed up. Unfortunately, the stuff that we have now is, except for the diamond pin, not as good as the stuff we already have. You know what? I guess the striking staff is good for Aerith. We'll give her that. But the diamond pin, that's what we wanted. I'm gonna have Ketchi / Kate Sith. He's gonna have Chocomog, because I feel like that fits him. We'll give Red 13 Ifrit. And I guess we'll give Cloud Shiva. I think it's safe to go ahead and save over our main file. Because now we're back on track to what we want to do. Yeah, so let's go ahead and go down to Junon. All right. I'm looking for a specific enemy here before we head back towards Tom, because there is another really useful enemy skill we can learn. Question is whether or not we'll be able to get that enemy skill. Yeah, we can actually go into the forests here and we can get Yuffie to encounter. But I don't want to do that yet, because that will lock us in for a bit. That might be a little bit of a problem, because we're trying to do some other stuff first. But that's probably where we'll run into Yuffie for our side quest with her. Oh, there it is. There's a thing we can do here. This weird cave, this guy will give us an item depending on the number of times we've run from battle. Escapes 2 times. Unfortunately, we actually have to escape a certain number of times. That is way more than the amount of times we've actually run. But it has to be both the 10s and 1s digit have to be the same. And if it's an odd number, we get a mithril. And if it's an even number, we get a bolt ring. We can only do that once each. But you know what? Oh, actually, we can go back in. He can also say the amount of times we've done battles. So he says a bunch of different things. We're looking for him to say the amount of times we fought. 159. Okay. Only 159 fights. Interesting. That's 160. Oop. Okay, we need that. Fuck. I don't have the right character. Damn it. Alright, well... Now that I know I can run into this guy, that Zem Zealot, he has the thing that we need for the enemy skill, but we need... manipulate in order to have him do what we need him to do. So yeah, we'll just put Kate Sith in here. Pet She, what have you. And, let's actually take Barrett's enemy skill from him, and we'll put it on you. Because I want it to be learned by both of our enemy skills that we have. Perfect. Okay. All we need to do is when it's our turn with the manipulation, just have him use White Wind. White Wind is an amazing enemy skill. It is a blue magic in various Final Fantasies. It heals you for exactly the amount of HP that the caster has at that moment. So as long as you have at least half your HP and you're using it from somebody who has a lot of HP, it's fucking awesome. So, gotta have White Wind. Incredible skill. Alright, so next off, it is the same White Wind that I had back in Final Fantasy V, so if you remember me using White Wind in that game, it's the same one. It's really good. I'm gonna do a special setup here. I need to be able to resist fire. And I'm going to try and keep his HP as high as possible by taking everything else off. So I'm going to give Tifa that stuff instead. I don't know if we'll be able to resist enough damage, but we're going to try. Go around this way. All right, I'm gonna save right here. Oop. I saved before using the tent just in case we really can't do what we're about to do right now. The Midgar Zolom. He has a fuck ton of HP. Well, it's the same as Genova Birth. He has 400. God, that does so much. At least we have White Wind, so we might be able to force our way through this. I just wish that the optional bosses in this game used the actual boss music. Because this is one weird thing, it's like there's quite a few optional bosses in this game, and none of them use the boss music. They use the regular fight music. I don't know why they do that. Do I have an item that can check this guy? No! He ejected him! No! That's bad. I can't do that. Alright, nope. How the fuck do I get him to use it? Oh yeah, you know what? I think now's a good time to change our window color again. Go with a nice dark red. Um... I want one corner to be like a purpley color. Then I want the other one to be like closer to like, yeah. And then... yeah, that's cool. I like that. Actually, no, I think that's a little bit of an eyesore when it's like brought into view like that. Let's darken everything a bit. Okay, that is better. I don't want to cause an eyesore with it. Okay. Let's, let me see... let's see if I can look up info on the Midgar Zolom. Alright, so he's got 4,000 HP. Okay, I've got it on the wiki. If a player is trying to learn beta, they must ensure the character who holds the enemy skill both survives the attack and wins the battle. The simplest way to do this at low levels is to equip an elemental materia link with fire to reduce the damage to approximately 600, allowing a character with a high enough HP to survive it. The character can also use a fire ring to nullify damage, but it will only be not be available until reaching Costa del Sol. Do we have one of those? Oh, yeah. Oh, wait, that's right. I don't even need that. I don't even need the fire elemental setup. I forgot that I had that. Alright, let's try this again. I am going to give Cloud a sense materia so we can check this guy's HP as well. Come on, you fucker, get over here. There we go. I want to try and keep everybody in the back row so that he doesn't do as much damage either. Shit, I missed it again. gonna be a bit of a pain in the ass to get this thing to do what I needed to do. I really want to get Beta, because Beta is such a strong fucking skill for this point of the game. It would have been even better if we got it, like, right away, but I'll take it now if we can get it. Don't do it to Cloud. Alright, I can work with that. Both of our guys with the enemy skill Materius are still in the fight. There it is. Here we go. Big fire damage. Alright, now we just gotta try and finish this fight. He's almost dead, too, so, like, we don't have much more we have to do. Cool! Sick! I don't know if Kate Sith's Vert enemy skill got it, because he died. No, he got... Okay, it counted. Sweet. Hell yeah, dude. Alright, so I'm gonna do... Earth, Ice, Fire. I'm gonna do Lightning Elemental so that he can take reduced damage from lightning. Sure, why not? And then... Tifa can have... Lightning All. You can have Diva summon. Gotta give her Steel. Give you long range. The Ramu and Choco Mog summons. Actually, I'm gonna leave Ramu. Give him Choco Mog, just because... that, but I am gonna take him out of the party. We're gonna do... Aerith for a little bit. What? Excuse me? I was under the impression that he was gone. What? Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I am gonna turn on God mode. I swear to God, I thought once you killed him once, he never came back. Like, what the fuck happened? Yeah, like, I got it, so I didn't, like, accidentally load a file. Like, I was hallucinating for a second. I could have sworn that he doesn't come back. Well, let's just kill this one real quick. Oh well. Alright, he's almost dead. Oh god, we're gonna die here. Oh no, we're gonna die here. You're fucking kidding me. Oh! Oh, we don't get a game over from that. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. Yeah. We save. I was so fucking scared that if he killed us, that would be a game over. That's insane. Well, we survived, so that's good. Landon, you said that you weren't going to be streaming. I mean, not that I'm going to be taking my time all the way up till 3:30 anyway, but... I guess. Yeah, the thing about God mode is that it doesn't actually prevent you from dying. All it does is just constantly refill your health and your limit gauge. So if there is something that can just one-shot you, it can kill you. So it's not a true God mode in that sense. Alright. Well, I would like to, Oh god, if I had just read more of the, if I had just read more of that page, I would have learned that the Midgar Zolom does respawn. Alright, let's try to run into Yuffie. As soon as you spoke a single word, Linnea would wake up. That's fair. Gotta check up and make sure that I know to do this side quest correctly. Because there's a bunch of weird things about this side quest. Oh, okay. The actual recruiting of Yuffie is actually really fast. I forgot that the side quests that Yuffie can take part in are much longer, but they're not done right away. So, yeah, we definitely got to get Yuffie now. Damn it. Apparently, depending on which forest you go to, there's a higher chance of her actually, appearing. And where we are now, we only have like a 12% chance of her popping up, but that's better than nothing. Apparently, the chances of her popping up in the forests are, like, pretty much almost guaranteed when you get to, like, the really late ones. Oh, cool. We got a new limit for, Tifa. Right? Yes. Damn, still no mystery ninja. Why do we keep getting back attacked by these guys? There she is. Level 22. I think she scales with Cloud's level. There, we beat her. Okay, now we have to talk to her. Because we're about to wake up in a plane. Do not go into the menu when you run into her here. Because otherwise she'll steal your shit and run away. And you also have to choose the correct dialogue options. So you don't say alright, you say not interested. You're pretty scared of me, right? Here you say petrified. I'm gonna leave, I mean it. Wait a second. Yes. So yeah, that little save point thing there, that is a trap. If you go try to save there, you will not get her. But there she is, in her smug look. Yuffie! It comes with the throw command, so she can throw stuff. And more importantly, she's going to be our thief. Being on the buggy made the things like higher pitched. That's interesting. Does the thing that we have... It does. Interesting. Better than what she came equipped with. Alright. And then we can put her in the back. Correct? Because that is a long-range equipment? It is. Cool. Alright, we could do a fight at Fort Condor. There's a couple other enemy skills that I want to get before we continue on, and it's probably best if I do them now on this stream as opposed to waiting for later, because I'll probably forget. So yeah, I think we'll go. We'll keep going. Fort Condor is not super useful to us right now. We can do another fight, but they're not giving us anything that we need, so we need to go back to Costa del Sol, actually. Nice! Cloud got Climb Hazard. Alright, so we gotta go back to Costa del Sol. Once we return to Costa del Sol, we need to go to the beach areas, like, that are in the overworld. Because if we manipulate a certain enemy, they have a really fucking good skill that we need. As I said in the past, as long as the game handles it well in a fun way, I absolutely love Blue Magic, because there's so many good fucking skills to get. What game doesn't handle Blue Magic well? I'm not gonna lie, I feel like Blue Magic is best when you can choose which character is going to be using it. So I'm not a fan of how it's handled in Final Fantasy IX, because it's stuck on one character with Quina, and your mileage may vary on whether you like them or not. I'm not a fan of games that do that. So I'm also not a fan of Final Fantasy X by that metric, where it's all stuck on Kimahri. I don't know why they went back to back with two games where characters that are blue mages are like, you have to use that one specific character. I don't like that. So yeah, I'm not a fan of those. I think Final Fantasy X too has a job sphere that allows you to do blue magic. But anyway, the beaches in this area should have the guy that we're looking for, but we need to manipulate them in order to get it, so... Go ahead and try and get the beach plug enemy to show up. That is not a beach plug. I'm also not a fan, even though it's a game that you get to freeform, like, pick. There it is, okay. Just gotta manipulate one of these guys. Damn it. There we go. We got him just in time. We cast Big Guard on our two over here that have the materia. Hell yeah. Big Guard is really fucking good. Big Guard gives you both Protect and Shell, called M Barrier in this game, and Haste. It is so fucking insane. It's so good. It costs 56 MP, but it's so good. But, as I was saying, another game where I don't particularly like how it's handled, even though it's not tied to a specific character, I don't like how it's handled in Bravely Default. I think if I look back at it, it probably is fine, because of how the game is structured, I don't really want to spoil anything. But the game gives you the opportunity to learn all those skills. They're called genomes. After you get the class that lets you get them. But it's so late in like your playthrough, I feel, that it's kind of a moot point. So I never bothered with it. Alright, there's one more skill that we need before we sign off today. There's the desert around the gold saucer. So we're going to stay on the world map as we do this. There's an enemy that can appear called Harpy. Wait a minute. Flappy. Hold on a second. I don't know if the Flappy also has an enemy skill that we can get. They do not. Okay, cool. Making sure. I'm also looking up the enemy skill material real quick while I have a chance. Oh, that's right. This game doesn't have the arrow line of spells. Unlike FF5, which has arrow and eroga and shit. Okay, so yeah. The one that we want next, we're looking for an enemy called Harpy. And if we can get that... we will... if we manipulate... Actually, we don't even have to manipulate it, I don't think. No, it should be a skill that it'll just use. Because it's an offensive one. Greased Lightning. Not sure how that is in a limit, but okay. Okay, that is our enemy. Cool. We need Big Guard. Oh god, I hope we survive this. Nice. That actually did barely anything. That's awesome. Oh, we just got Aqualung. Aqualung is it's basically the water version of Beta. So you get decent damage, water-based, across the entire enemy party. And the next chance that we would have gotten to get it, if we didn't get it here, we would have had to wait for the Disc 1 final boss, and I'm not waiting that long. So... I don't know why I used items to heal there, that's whatever. So the next thing that we're gonna do is, head on to the next area. We're gonna go to Gongaga. I think we're gonna stop here, though. We've made a lot of really good progress. We're gonna be hitting another story segment coming up, so I think that'll be this is a good part to stop. Thank you, Al and Landon, for being here. Thank you, who was it that was here earlier? Ivysaur EG as well for being here. Thank you any lurkers who tuned in. But we'll catch you guys next week with more Final Fantasy VII around the same time. Have yourselves a good one. Stay safe. Take care. See you next time. Bye-bye.